While we're all quarantined, I thought you might like to watch some of these old photos. That was Brother Pat. And this was when they were filming some slime movie. And Mickey Rourke in front of the church with Eric Roberts filming the Pope of Greenwich Village. San Gennaro Feast. Good times. So this crane arm coming toward my window scared the bejesus out of me in the morning. Or lifting a bed up, and there's my building. Old times. Love those clothes. One of the most popular residents of New York City. There's the police department in the middle of Times Square. Times Square changes every year since LED lights came about, which are cheap compared to the old ones where it was a full-time gig for people just to change those bulbs. LED lights never burn out at this point. They can't even figure out the lifespan. There's the meatpacking district, and that's Nathan's. Used to go there for the fries and the soft shell crab. And that's our church. And who could that be? St. Anthony? The old West Side Highway. I was on there minutes before four cars in front of me fell through it. That's when they closed it for good. And nice little housewarming. Here's Father Demo's Square. Please do not feed the pigeons. Here's my Aunt Eleven on the extreme right, my cousin, my neighbors. Everybody in this picture is or was at one point from Greenwich Village. And here's the park. Beautiful when it first snows. Mickey Rourke, and that's Houston Street Park. And here we are on 6th Avenue between Houston and Bleecker, my favorite. I love that place. Just walking in, the coffee smells, the aromas. Can you imagine being in times like this when people dress like that? Washington Square Park on a spring day. People won't be getting together like that in the near future. Now with these COVID scares. Is that Rocco? And there's my favorite priest. Hello, Father Roger. Greenwich Avenue, West 10th Street. Sutter's. Who didn't go to Sutter's? Hey, Gary Ganaccio. Sutter's had these delicious butter cookies with the chocolate on the end and the little green sparkles and stuff. We loved it. They were expensive. Remember when the graffiti was all over the subways? Never thought they'd clean that up. And who didn't get online for The Godfather? When we first got a car, everybody would go to Dave's at night because there was nothing else open. Or we'd go to the Red Apple Inn on Route 17 upstate because we had a car. Remember when cars were big and solid and metal? Gas guzzlers. Gas is $1.99 now. Look, Snoopy. And there's the old Phil Maurice. Look, they're waiting online to get a ticket. There's Orbach's, Gimbel's, not Gimbel's, Orbach's, Klein's, Maine. This is 14th Street. Remember when that was a shopping mecca? I didn't like Maine's. Ice cream, chocolate fudge cake, chocolate eclairs, chocolate cinders, and there's Schraff's. I could go for one right now. Top of the gate, Village Gate, Thompson, and Bleecker. And there's the inside of Sutter's. Look at that. And this is Casa de España, my favorite restaurant, because they had that twin lobster on Bleecker Street. Oh, why'd they have to close? And these are people who eventually got much bigger. Central Park. And there's the World Trade Center. If you stood on Houston and Thompson, there was a direct route to see the Twin Towers. Of course, then you'd have to go to the Fettis for fresh pasta. Cafe Reggio for coffee. Also want to see celebrities like Al Pacino studying his lines. And I worked at Cafe Wa as a bartender for one day before they fired me. And Crip said. Vesuvio, hardtacks. You know what a hardtack is? Look it up. Morton Williams used to be the old Grand Junior. I worked there too. For about 2 weeks before the fire. Those are the only 2 jobs I got fired from. And that's Thompson Street Car. And this is the view on the Hudson River from the village. And here we are in Times Square. We're all looking up. This will never be allowed in the future. They'll all be wearing masks 6 feet apart. And if you never went into Puerto Rico and Florida, Autumn and Ellie's behind the counter. I only went in there once or twice because they had strange meats. I really didn't like to see what was under the breadcrumbs that I was eating. Autumn and Ellie and Sons. It was in a place we called stuff. And Matt Umanoff, guitars. He's been there since forever. Bleecker Street Cafe. And this is the once famous Zito's. They closed. That was Frank Sinatra's favorite bread store and Mary's Meat Stuff, but they closed because the owner said the Atkins diet was putting them out of business because people weren't eating bread. And this is Bleecker Street, and there's Rocco's. One of the last pastry places left in the village. Not that great, to tell the truth. And there's the new front. Bleecker Bob. Poor guy, for years after, he was so lost when they raised his rent, riding his bicycle around at night. Nobody talked to him. He wasn't the nicest guy in the store either. Remember the vegetable garden? On the other side of 6th? Of course, the famous Joe's Pizza. The best Sicilian slices, but only at night. Daytime crew didn't know how to make it. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining me. Have a nice weekend.